And we have to make this a quadratic. This has to be a quadratic that has a root of 3. So how many roots do you have to draw that have a root of 3 if you need a quadratic? 2. So when you have your formula here, x minus p times x minus q, what's p and q? What are both of them? 3. Okay. So this one would be x minus 3 times x minus 3 equals 0. You'll use this on the very first question on the assignment, because they just give you a single number. It's what they call a perfect square trinomial, because it's 2 factors that have been squared. Yeah, a negative 3 minus 3, they would cancel off there. Negative 3 minus 3 would be minus 1. Because you have x squared minus 3x minus 3x plus 9. So what's a negative 3 minus? Oh, what were you asking?
The negative 3 in between.
Okay. Well, because remember, it's the first x times the second parenthesis minus or plus whatever the second thing is times the second parenthesis. It just so happens they're the same. Okay, let me multiply these out. Okay. You can write it down. Okay. So far, so good. This is the easy part of the lesson. Okay, what if the roots are 2/3 and 5/2? So we're going to start the same way, but then we're going to take care of the fraction. There's some, I can tell you why this works, but we're just going to do it. The book would have you FOIL this out and then take care of the fractions later, but we're not going to do it that way. We're going to take care of the fractions now. This denominator, easiest way to tell you what to do is that just goes to the front. You're multiplying by 3. You're taking this times 6 is what you're doing. You're multiplying everything by 6 because you have a 2 and a 3. 2 times 3 is 6. But how things clean up for you is this 3 would go in front. You're going to get 3x minus 2 times 2x minus 5 equals 0. So what you need to remember is the denominator goes in front of the x that is with that parenthesis. Okay. So the denominator goes in front of the x in its factor. I'm going to use that word factor again. That factor means it's that specific parenthesis. The denominator goes in front of the x in its factor. We're not done now. You still would have to FOIL this out. Oops. Don't know why I put parentheses around it. You know you're getting good. Hopefully, at some point you can foil. I've done an assignment like that before. You have to foil all on your head, but you can't show any work. I do that sometimes. Good mental math exercise. Well, you can do it. If you can do it in your head, just have to remember the inside and outside terms. They're the ones that usually go together. You agree with my answer? Huh? So make sure the first one is at 3x. You have 3x. Oh, the first term, which is 3x. So this one needs to have 2x minus 5 as well. Okay. You got it good? Okay, on your assignment, I want you to do 17, 18, and 19. Go ahead and get your assignment paper out. We're just going to get these 3 done, and then we can move on to the factory. The factory will take a little bit of time. Okay, yeah, 7 minutes. Then we'll do a little bit of factoring today. Then tomorrow will go easier because we've got 3 problems, 7 minutes.
So it's not.
Not the first 3. We're going to add to this later on. Alright, the second section will be factoring. And then the final section, which we'll cover, we'll finish this tomorrow, will be the solving. So first thing, always remember to look for a greatest common factor. So we're going to do this number 4. This is stuff we did cover before Christmas. Imagine that's too many peanut clusters ago. Okay. Too many number 7s ago for Angels. Okay. So if I have a 35x squared minus 15x, you look at the 35 and the 15, what's the biggest number that goes into 35 and 15? Is that okay with everybody? Yeah. Okay, 5. I have an x squared and an x, so do they have a variable in common? They both have an x. How many x's does this have? So this one has 2, this one has 1. So our greatest common factor is going to be 5x. We're going to divide both of these by 5x. That common factor goes in front of a parenthesis. Because remember, we're factoring. We're finding out what multiplies to this answer. What multiplies to that answer? Since there's pluses and minuses in it, it will have to be some sort of distribution problem. So 35 divided by 5 is, what's that, Angels? 7. 7's her favorite number. Not really. It's her least favorite. So one of the extra credit questions on the final was, what's your favorite number and why? And out of both Algebra 2 classes, the favorite of the favorites was the number 7. 7 people actually picked number 7 as their favorite number. And then Angels went on a whole rant about how she doesn't like number 7 and told us about her characters for the number. It was a great time. It was fun. Yeah, you should have. I like it. Okay, what's x squared divided by x? So there's 2 x's. You're pulling one out. Okay, you're pulling one out, so there's an x here. So that's 7x minus 15 divided by 5 is 3x divided by x. Anything left? No, so that would be your answer. 5x times 7x minus 3.
That's 12. totally agree.
Okay. Let's do 24x cubed minus 6x squared. 24x cubed minus 6x squared. Oh, I should have made this another 7. Is your greatest common factor 6x squared? It should be divided by 6x squared. Don't just leave it off when you divide something by itself. Yep.
Actually, the other answer we had, it doesn't bother me because 7 and 3 add together it's 10 and 10 is alright.
Yeah, but add the 5 in there also.
Wow, 15 is alright.
15's alright?
Yeah.
But it's minus 3.
Well, yeah.
So 7 minus 3 is 4, which is okay.
It's still, if
Plus
I
5.
look at that, for me, 7 and 3 is automatically 10, so it doesn't bother me.
Good to know.
7 minus
So what kind of story would we come up with here?
Okay, I think
Okay.
that was the teenager.
Yeah, there's no
What kind of-
story between them. It's just the character.
You have characters, you have to have stories. Yes!
I guess
You have to. You already have the story. It's a love story between Aiden and the other one. That's the only story I have.
That's the only story.
7 and 5 was
Eight
like parents
and
because they're alike.
Yeah.
They're kids.
Okay, so 5 is supposed to be. 5 doesn't like 7.
Well, obviously, they're getting pretty close, getting pretty cheeky right there. So.
No, there's a friend there.
Well, what explains this then? What's the 35x squared minus 15x?
Well, that's not implication.